Welcome back to Leggari, everyone. I'm Tyler. This video is going to show you how Alex transformed these cornhole boards using our products. He used Leggari Art Resin, Leggari Art Metallics. We got iridescent rose, dark mercury, bronzer, Neptune blue, and paradise. And then he finished it off with our WB urethane top coat. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through what they did before they're gonna do the dirty pour. So they took the resin, mixed it up in the clear form without adding pigments, added the hardener, and then they took the clear resin, poured into all these containers, and then they added the pigment. So instead of trying to mix small amounts of each batch of color, they mix the whole amount they're gonna use, pour into the containers, add the colors, and so this is all pre-mixed, ready to be poured out. Next step is for the dirty pour, they're gonna be pouring all these colors randomly into smaller containers, and then they're gonna dump them out, whatever pattern they want, on the cornhole boards, and that's gonna give them a really cool effect. Probably gonna do some spray paints into it with a little bit of isopropyl for some added effects. And when you guys are doing dirty pours, you wanna be about 7.8 ounces of epoxy per square foot, in between 7-8 ounces. That's gonna give you enough resin to flow out evenly without having to touch your top. So we'll get right at it.
Time to top coat these cornhole boards. We've sanded them with 220 grit sandpaper because we didn't top coat it within the first 24 hours. So that means you have to sand it so you get a better bond. So we're gonna be mixing up our WB urethane gloss, and we're gonna be adding the grit additive. So we just added 2 ounces of water to our WB urethane, and we add it to the B and we shake it around so we can get all that part B out of there. But whenever you're using a WB urethane, you're gonna wanna add 10% of the total volume. So that's what we're doing here. All right, so here we're adding the grit additive. It's gonna help with durability, and it's gonna give it extreme scratch resistance. All right, guys, so anytime you add grit additive to the WB urethane, it's gonna turn that gloss into a low sheen. It's not gonna make it as glossy when you add that grit to it.